Hey, what's up? It's your girl KeyIce. Welcome to another episode of Free. I'm sorry, Rep My Block show. I do apologize for that. I actually was on Freestyle Fridays last night, so yeah, it's been a long day. But it's actually a really solemn mood today because a huge Texas legend, DJ Michael Watts, passed away yesterday, January 30th. We would like to extend our deepest condolences and prayers to his wife, his children, his family. It's such a great loss for Texas music. I mean, for those of you who don't know much about DJ Michael Watts, he was a pioneer in Texas for like Texas music, period. Um, he kind of like, he basically was the one that took over like DJ Screw's legacy. You know, DJ Screw with the slowed down, chopped and screwed music. DJ Michael Watts was a huge part of the whole movement. Um, in particular, after DJ Screw died. So both of them are now gone. Two legends passed, and it's crazy. Um, Again, our condolences and prayers are extended to his family and his loved ones. I do also want to, before we get into our regular topics today, I also want to just highlight, some of his accomplishments and achievements throughout his legacy, because it definitely is a legacy. He was definitely a pioneer. Like I said before, he was a pioneer in Texas music and music all over worldwide. He, um, he actually hosted a Swisher House Sundays show. In that show, he was a DJ for 97.9, the box out of Houston. And he had a show. He had several shows, but one of the shows was Swisher House Sundays. And that was really cool because it helped get that type of music into mainstream. More people hearing about it. Um, I mean, city of Houston, like everybody. Like I've seen so many different mixes just from his company, Swisher House Records. They have a Swisher House app with music mixes, all types of things on it, and you know, um, when it first came out, I remember downloading the very first version of it. I loved it, and then like recently, I believe it was like last year, um, he had announced that they had a new version, and I checked out the new. Like, it's a really nice app. Um, the music, period, all the DJs, shout out to all of Swisher House. But yeah, it's a huge loss for Texas, and it's wow, But again, condolences to his family. Many prayers from HomeBase Promotions, and it's just one of those times, And I hate to start off the show, on a sad note, but I definitely wanted to rep for DJ Michael Watts. You know what I'm saying? DJ Michael, 5,000 watts. He was like so cool. He helped everybody. Like, I remember going to some of his events. Like, he was always a really cool guy, very down to earth. But yeah, let's go ahead and on that sad note, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce it back over to like some positive good news. We had some birthdays, and we do have an intro we like to play for the birthday. So let's check out the intro.
Happy birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yes, it is birthday shout out time. We do this every week on the Rep My Block show. It's something that we like to do because, we want to keep it positive, just keep a good vibe throughout the show. And there's some birthdays I want to pull up. Shout out to my co-host, Grandmastar Bass Monstar. He's not here with me today, but definitely in our thoughts. He's out on the go. He's out on the go. He is out of town and he's doing his thing. Much luck to him out there. But here are the most recent birthdays. that we want to shout out this week. There were quite a bit of them, and we had missed a couple last week, so we added those to the list for this week. Pitbull was one. Shout out to Pitbull. His birthday was on January the 16th. And then Ray J. We're going to talk about him a little bit later, but Ray J had a birthday on the 17th. Happy birthday, Ray J. My cousin Candace. My cousin Candace had a birthday on the 25th. Shout out to Candace. Love you, girl. And she's Dr. Candace, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Candace. And then my cousin Charles out in Cali. What's up, Charles? Happy birthday. They both share the same birthday, which is super cool. J. Cole, he had a birthday. And on his birthday, he did a drop. Well, right the day before his birthday, he did a drop. We're going to talk about that later, too, because everybody's talking about that. Rakim shares a birthday with J. Cole, which was surprising to me. You know, this is actually, believe it or not, this is the first year that we're doing like birthdays like lined up like this. You know, every now and then we would, in the past, because this show's 3 years old now, we would do like birthday shout outs here and there, but we never like had a whole slide dedicated to it. So it's really cool to look at that and see who shares a birthday. So happy birthday to legendary Rakim. Rick Ross the boss, had a birthday as well on the 28th. Wow. Rick Ross and J. Cole, they're nothing alike. Not to me, at least. Not in the public eye. I'm really surprised that they have a birthday together. And, along with Rakim. That's interesting. Totally different personalities. I'm sure their moon sign must be different signs. But that girl Lele also had a birthday on the 28th. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them. Okay. And then Kid Cudi. Shout out to Kid Cudi. His was on the 30th. And Tyler. Shout out to South African princess. I like to call her princess. She acts like a princess. You know what I'm saying? Tyler. Shout out to Tyler. But yeah, there was a lot of birthdays, y'all. Tons of birthdays. But again, along with the birthdays, we have to give more condolences as well. Unfortunately, there were other deaths that we actually forgot. Well, we didn't forget, but I'm just gonna say we forgot because like last week we have a note. Like our notes are so long, and I don't know how we skipped over these, but we do want to extend our deepest condolences and prayers. Also, hip hop legend E Love passed away. This was from last week. Most of y'all might know him from being a part of LL Cool J's original crew. So he's like definitely a huge legend. And R.E.P. to Yella Beezy's mom. She also passed away as well. And those were from last week. But let's go ahead and get into the topics for this week. We like to, we want to bring in the topics because these been trending. So let's talk about it. Ooh, I know they didn't. But we're first going to talk about Mike Will. See, his name's a tongue twister for me. Mike Will Made It versus Hit Boy. They're going to be on the next Verzuz. So you got the Georgia sound versus the Cali sound. Shout out to Cali, by the way. We had Freestyle Fridays last night. It was the Cali Takeover. I'm repping Cali. Got my Tupac, R.E.P. to Tupac. Got my Tupac shirt on, repping Cali from the Cali Freestyle Fridays Takeover last night. Man, those artists. We're actually going to be playing some of their freestyles today on my show because that show had some technical difficulties. I felt like some of the reactions to the freestyles weren't really there for me last night. So I'm going to actually react to some of them today. I chose some of my favorite ones. But yeah, Mike Will Made It versus Hit Boy. They're going to be on the next Verzuz. So let's talk about it a little bit and let us know what you think in the comments too, because we're live right now on YouTube and Twitch. So, and either whatever location you're watching from, just drop it in the comments, and we'll be able to see it here, and we can post on the screen and talk about chat with you. But Mike Will Made It is known for. I'm just gonna name a few of their hits just to give y'all an idea of what kind of music you can expect on this next Verzuz. We got Mike Will Made It has he made the hit 23, Black Barbie, Running, Aries, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so many more. They got tons. Like his list is like I was reviewing the list earlier. I was like, hey, I didn't even, some of them you don't even really know they're on it, even though they have, he has this tag on most of his songs, like Mike Will Made It. He says it on his songs, but you don't really pay attention until you start looking at something like this with the verses coming up. You're like, man, he was on all those tracks. That means he could pull all of those out his bag for the verses and play them. So that's tight. And then Hit Boy, he got, and again, this just a few, just Rocks in the Middle, Berserk, Four. I know those songs ring a bell to you. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. It's gonna be a crazy Verzuz. I'm really excited about it. And if you don't know the date of the next Verzuz, I got the date for you. I'm gonna get the date. Oh, they got the whole. Actually, there's a lot of people right now. They're building their own set list, and I think we might even participate in this HomeBase Promotions. We might participate in it and do a set list of our own as well. But that's coming up real soon. And the date, let's see, the date is today. The date's today. It's probably going on right. Ooh, hold on a second. Live on Apple Music. So I'm going to have this show be a little shorter tonight so we could, check it out over there. So it's definitely going on right now. Ooh, the 30th. That was last night. Wait a minute. This is crazy. I missed it. We all missed it. We all missed it. I'm going to go check on it. But we do have the set list of what they played. But we're going to be putting that in a special playlist for y'all. So check that out on HomeBase Radio. I can't see, my days are all mixed up. I spent a lot of today in particular editing the Freestyle Friday show that we had a lot of technical difficulties for. But speaking of Freestyle Fridays, let's go ahead and play one of the freestyles that I would like to showcase tonight. And I'm going to tell you why after I play it.
Tutti. Bitches ain't have emotion like I is. Don't worry about me, bitch. Only worry about your kids. And don't get mad at me, your baby daddy wanna kiss. He be texting my phone, begging me to have his kids. But it's fuck you bitches, fuck you niggas. But it's fuck you bitches first. They be treating me like I ain't been that bitch or I'm a bird. I don't understand what all you bum bitches heard. I'm the flyest bitch to ever really come and touch the earth. So now I gotta go to work. Gotta show them that I'm first. You bum bitches don't need it. This rap shit, yes I played it. I'm bringing rap back and all you bum bitches hate it. Tell me, like, who the fuck be the baddest? See, I don't give you bitches grace. I'm the one bitches gotta be two. That's the reason your niggas stuck. This shit gotta be glue. You gon' show me rap bitches? Yeah, they probably cool. I've been popping from banging up on the table before I got on the stew.
Yes, that was Tutti. Oh my goodness, Tutti. You did your thing, girl. Man, you did your thing. I love Tutti, y'all. I love Tutti. And I'm going to tell you why I love Tutti. I love Tutti because she keeps it real. She keeps it real. Let me actually clear the screen a little bit here. It's just me tonight. It's a little more difficult when it's just one person, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Tutti, she keeps it real. She does freestyles all the time. From, I follow her over on TikTok. And from what I could tell, she started doing them early 2025, early last year is when I saw the first one show up on her page. And she sings and raps. And she sings really well. And as you just saw, she raps really well. And she actually just released her new song. It's called Peter Piper. She has a dance to it. It's a TikTok dance. It's really cute. I like it better than a whole bunch of the other TikTok dances. And if I can get my steps right, I might even try it myself. But she has a song called Peter Piper. It's definitely um, a club song. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can hear it in the club. But definitely check out Tutti. And she is like, she's the bomb. She's definitely going to blow up. Like, you heard it here first. She's going to blow up. Just stay tuned, for real. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, shout out to Tutti. You can watch more freestyles over on our Freestyle Fridays Cali State Takeover episode that aired last night. But I do want to go back into topics for today because, we talk about what's been trending over the past week. Another person that was trending this past week that I would like to speak on is Chrisean Rock. Chrisean has recently signed her professional boxing contract. She is she's she's getting ready. Her first match is going to be in April, and over 5,000 people have already. I think the exact number, there's not an exact number, but she said over 5,200 people. She wanted to get real specific with it, but over that many people have requested to box her. One of those people is Church and Peppa's daughter, and she made a video about it. You can check out her video on her socials, but it's actually trending. It's been trending. We talk about what's been trending the past week. So, Chrisean Rock, I think it's gonna be nice. I really hope that whoever her trainer is, they prepare her for like different scenarios, because I think she will definitely win, first of all, but I do think she has to be trained in all different scenarios. I've been looking at some of her trainer videos and things like that, and she's looking real nice. And I think it's a really good turning point for her, like getting out of that drama, putting all of that energy, like all that negative energy into fighting somebody, like, put it into fighting somebody. So I think that's really cool. And I'm actually proud of her. I'm proud of her. Just keep it up, though. Keep it up. Stay out the drama. Don't get into the drama, Chrisean. I mean it. Like, for real. I mean, you've had so many people talk to you about staying out the drama. So I really hope that you take heed and do that, because that is going to be important for your success, from what I would say. But we do also want to talk about congratulations. We have some congratulations to give. Singer Mario, he had a baby. Him and his girlfriend, Esmeralda, they had a baby boy. Congratulations to them. 2 Chainz's daughter, Heaven, she was accepted to Howard University, and she is going to be attending this spring. Now, y'all, it's made the headlines and stuff. Don't be going bother her when she goes off to her classes. Let her learn, let her, yeah, of course you want to be her friend and stuff, but be her friend in a genuine way. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to like bother her just because her dad is 2 Chainz. And yeah, just let her be. But I'm really proud of her too, because being a child of a celebrity is really hard. And I'm proud of 2 Chainz and his wife for like encouraging their children to be the best that they can be and to live normal lives. A lot of celebrity kids, they tend to divert to do other things and not really want to live a regular life. I mean, not that a celebrity life is bad. It's just that you want to also be able to experience, just the real world with regular people sometimes. Chris Brown is somebody else we'd like to congratulate this week, because his lawsuit that was filed against him by that Beezy swimwear, it got dropped. We had talked about this some months ago when it first was, when that lawsuit first came out. And I was like, I had looked into it at that time, and I was like, those people don't have a case. I didn't feel like they had a case. And the reason I felt like they didn't have a case was because, for one thing, they did not have his official website listed in the lawsuit. It was like it was a website that looked like it was his, but it actually was just, some people, they'll like make just like a Shopify site, but they'll put like different artists merch on it and stuff. It was like one of those sites. It was not an official Chris Brown website, and it wasn't linked to his official anything. So I felt like it was going to get dropped, but that's actually not why it was dismissed. It was dismissed for some other reasons. I believe the legal team on the other side, there were some issues with that, and so that's actually why it got dropped. But that that's some good news. I think that's some good news for the Grammys. I actually would like to go to the Grammy website because the Grammys are tomorrow. Now I'm not going to miss that one. I know I missed the Verzuz, and I want to hit myself upside the head for that one, but I'm going to check the Verzuz out. But we do want to go ahead and see if we can go over to the Grammy website, because what we usually do when my co-host Grandmastar Bass Monstar is here, we usually go through and let each other know and let y'all know who we think is going to win. So I kind of want to do that, even though he's not here. I want to do that with y'all. So I'm going to add it to the stage. There we go. You can't really see it, but I'll be speaking it out loud. Just want to give you some more visuals besides myself. Shout out to the Grammys, by the way. Grammys, y'all do your thing every year. We really appreciate it. The Grammy Awards will take place on Sunday, which is tomorrow, and it's going to be at the Crypto.com Arena in LA. Everybody is scrambling out there. They're like really busy doing their thing. I got some cousins in LA. I know they're really busy. They're going to be attending some of the events out there. But let's start with, and I'm going to only cover the R&B and hip hop categories. So anything else, if you're interested in that, you'll have to go to Grammy.com. It's the website. But let's see. Okay, so let me make sure. Because when I'm on that tab, okay, I have Grammy Awards up. Okay. So, record of the year. Last night on Freestyle Fridays, they were kind of talking about this one. I think Bad Bunny is nominated for this one and another one. Anyway, but yeah, they were talking about Bad Bunny. They felt like, or at least Don felt like Bad Bunny might get this one. And I actually agree with it. But the nominees for that one are DTMF, Bad Bunny, and they got Sabrina Carpenter with Manchild, Doechii with Anxiety, and Billie Eilish, Wildflower. Oh, Kendrick Lamar and SZA, Luther. Theirs is on there. Lady Gaga, Abracadabra. Then Chappell Roan, The Subway, Rose and Bruno Mars with Apartment. Okay, so this is not the category. This is the record of the year. So this is like the song. This is not the album. The next one I'll talk about is the album. But so this is not the one that Don was referring to last night. But based on those, let me see who I think might win. And y'all let me know in the comments who y'all think might win too. We usually have a nice slide with them all typed out for you, but unfortunately today we don't have that. But it is, verbally saying them out loud. If you need me to repeat any, let me know. Man, that one's going to be difficult. Luther was everywhere, though. It really was. Bad Bunny. DTMF. I have to listen to that one again and see if that's the one I think it is. Because if it is, and I hear that one all the time, too. But I'm going to go with Luther for that one. I think record of the year might go to Luther. So, yeah. Let's say Luther for that one. Okay, the next one was album of the year. This is the one that I think Don was referring to that he thinks Bad Bunny might win. So, Bad Bunny is nominated with Debí Tirar Más Fotos, Justin Bieber, Swag, Justin Biebs. Biebs gonna be performing too, y'all. He's gonna be out there performing. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it tomorrow. Sabrina Carpenter with Man's Best Friend, Clips, Pusha T, and Malice. Let God Sort 'Em Out. Lady Gaga with Mayhem. Kendrick Lamar, GNX, Leon Thomas, Mutt, and Tyler the Creator, Chromacopia. Ooh, those are some really good ones. Well, it's like who do you think will win versus who will actually win, or your favorite. So I think for that category, and actually as I'm going through these, I can at least to let y'all know who we, what category we're on. I'll at least in the comments drop um, Grammy nominations. I'm just gonna type that in there, and then album of the year. That way you can kind of keep up of the year. Who you got? So for this one, and I wish they had their photos with the nominations. They're very, very professional with it. I actually want to see because y'all can't. Well, you might be able to see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Okay, who do I think? Grandmastar Bass Monstar. Sometimes I'm like, because we have kind of similar but kind of different opinions on things. I wonder who he would pick here. But for album of the year, I'm when I say these, I'm being perfectly fair. Or at least I think I'm being perfectly fair. I want to say, yeah, I want to say it's going to be Bad Bunny. Just from the numbers that I had seen from that album, I do feel like it will be Bad Bunny. And he's going to be performing for the Super Bowl. And I kind of feel like there's like a correlation between the two that's not official, but it's like it feels like it's a correlation, if you feel me. So I want to say I think Bad Bunny might take it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, though. Okay, song of the year. Let's see if we have. Okay, so yeah. Okay, song of the year we got Lady Gaga, Abracadabra, Jayla Hickman with Anxiety, Amy Allen, Apartment, and so this is for songwriters. Okay, DTMF, Marco Daniel Burrell, Golden, Luther, Manchild, and Wildflower. Wildflower. So this one's for the writers. Let me think. The words from these songs. Let me see. This is hard, y'all. I'm not gonna go through all these either because this is. I want to say Wildflower. I want to say Billie Eilish's Wildflower got that one. But we will see. We will see. I know Leon Thomas is nominated for Best New Artist. Shout out to him because he has a lot of nominations this year. We talked the other week about some of his NAACP award nominations as well. And he has like 5 of those, and he's nominated over here as well. I've already seen his music listed twice over here. Producer of the year. Let's see. We're gonna skip that one. We're gonna skip this one. We're not going. There's a lot of them. You know what? I'm gonna do a highlight. I'm gonna search for hip hop. No, rap. They usually put rap. No, rap. Hip hop. There we go. Let's go down again. I think Lecrae will win for Reconstruction for Best Contemporary Christian Music Album. Let's see. Oh shoot! Did they still put? Let's see. R&B. I want to check out R&B real quick. Okay, so Best R&B Performance. Oh yeah, let me put this in the comments for y'all. This highlight. Yeah, we're gonna do the shortcut way. Best R&B Performance. Who you got? Let us know. Okay, so for Best R&B Performance, we got Justin Bieber, Yukon, Chris Brown featuring Bryson Tiller, It Depends, Kalani Folded, Leon Thomas Mutt, the live version from NPR's Tiny Desk, and Summer Walker's Heart of a Woman. Oh, you already know. You already know. Kalani, duh, Folded one. Next. I mean, the other ones are great. I love all those songs actually, but we gotta be real with it. We already know Kalani, we heard it everywhere. Everybody was singing to it. Everybody was making their remixes. all this stuff. So you already know that one won. Okay. And if it didn't, then we got to talk Grammys. But Grammys, I know y'all chose the right thing. Okay, best traditional R&B performance is the next one. Let's drop this one in the comments. Let us know. All right, so we got Here We Are by Duran Bernard, Layla Hathaway's Uptown, Lettuce's Love You Too, SZA's Crybaby, Leon Thomas's Vibes Don't Lie. Best traditional R&B. Ooh, I kind of want to say Layla Hathaway. I've been hearing a lot about Uptown. I have. Shout out to her. Shout out to all the artists. But I have been hearing quite a bit about that one. I want to say she might have gotten it this year. We'll see. Next one. Best R&B song. Ooh. Again, this one, I think. Okay, let me just say the nominees first, and then I'll let you know. This is going to be the last one we'll cover too, by the way. Folded. Heart of a Woman. It Depends. Overqualified, and Yes It Is. Definitely Folded. I mean, I just like that one is gonna take a lot of these awards. Oh, you know, wait, I gotta do best R&B album. Hold on, I gotta do best R&B album. Best R&B album. Let's see, and let me know in the comments what y'all think on these. Best R&B album. We got Giveon, Beloved, which is I love it. Coco Jones, Why Not More, love it. Let Us Seize the Crown, Teyana Taylor, Escape Room, and Leon Thomas, Mutt. Well, it says, and to describe this category, just so you get a visualization of what they're looking for albums containing greater than 75% playing time of new R&B recordings. So, you know, if they have a feature with a rapper or something like that, they're looking at as long as the album has 75% or more R&B on it, then it can be nominated. So with that said, man, Giveon's Beloved was, I'll be hearing this stuff. I want to say Giveon. I'm going to say Giveon for this one because, Leon Thomas might have it too. His might have it simply because of the Mutt song on there. Like, he had some other tracks, of course, that were really good, but that song alone, it was everywhere. But I heard Giveon everywhere too. It's real hard to decide. Y'all let us know what you think. But that's the last one I'm going to cover because I know it's not easy to see the screen. I don't want to bore nobody with that, you know, trying to see the screen. Let's see. Yay. Let's talk about Yay. Let's pull him up real quick. And my screen on this side, it always does this little weird thing. Nope, I don't want it to do this. Okay, we're going to talk about Yay. I'm just getting his slide up real quick. We like to do visuals over here on the Rip My Black show. There we go. We got Yay. We're going to talk about Yay. And before we talk about Yay, let's go ahead and talk about Yay real quick. Okay, so Kanye, he recently put an ad in the Wall Street Journal newspaper apologizing. He apologized for all of this, you know, when he went through that months long tantrum, if you will, or meltdown, if you will. He apologized for all of that. He said that, you know, basically it wasn't him. I mean, it was him, but it wasn't him. He wasn't in his right mind. He was saying he was attributing it to his brain injury from many years ago, letting people know that, you know, outside of the physical harm that injury did, that there was also a lot of mental, emotional type of injury that he experienced too, just the trauma, PTSD. And I get it. I get it. When I saw him acting those ways, I totally got it. Some people were saying that they think he's probably just saying that because he has an album coming out, but I don't think so. I think he really means it. And the thing is, it's like, as long as you don't go back to doing that, because, when you get to a point where you're apologizing to the public for that type of action, then I think it's really important to stick with that plan. So if your plan is to recover, get better, I think, definitely stick with it. Because if you don't stick with it, then everybody's going to be like, you're the boy who cried wolf or something. So I think it's really important for him to keep that apology and then not revert back. I mean, one of the leaders of the Jewish community did accept his apology on behalf of the Jewish community. I think it's fair that everybody definitely try to grant him some type of grace. I know he said some horrible, horrible, terrible things that offended mostly all of us, but at the same time, you know, I think it is also fair to try to at least grant somebody grace. And I do want to talk about ASAP Rocky. The picture we have with him is one with Rihanna in it. But in particular, we're going to talk about ASAP Rocky. I do want to congratulate him because he had 11 songs debut on the Billboard Hot 100, and the album itself debuted on the Billboard 200 at number one. So, wow. Congratulations, ASAP Rocky. That is huge and it's rather difficult to do. I have been hearing, one thing I like about his album, because I started listening to it, I haven't gone through all of it. It does have 2 discs. You'll find more songs. Was it Apple Music where I saw more songs? I think there were more songs on Apple Music than, I'm checking real quick so I can tell you the correct information here. But I think that album has more songs on Apple Music than Spotify. I'm just double checking. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I know some fans were asking him about a remix or deluxe album, and he was like, "Nah, y'all just listen. Y'all just enjoy the the regular version of the album." But I'm going to check really quick because I don't like to give wrong information on my show. Okay, yeah. So if you listen to his album on um, Apple Music, you'll see more tracks on it. So I suggest you listen over there. And we are an Apple Music partner. So we're going to go ahead and drop our Apple Music link to listen to his full album in the comments or description of this below. But yeah, I mean, there was also some not so good stuff trending about ASAP Rocky this week as well. And it was a really big allegation by a former ASAP member, Ian Connor. He is alleging that ASAP Rocky is the reason that ASAP Yams uh, is no longer here with us. So that's huge. And he made that announcement over on X, aka Twitter, earlier in the week. People were going crazy about that, and some people were saying, "Why are you saying this, man?" Da, da, da. Some people feel like he just wants clout. He was saying he don't just want clout, and he's saying that Anyway, I'm not gonna go back and forth with it. He said, she said stuff, but just know that that's something that he is alleging, and it's major. However, we don't want to overshadow any of that stuff because ASAP Rocky is experiencing a great moment in his life. He's even said I think he may run for an office really soon. Who knows? I don't know. I think he might have just been saying that though. I think he was just feeling himself at that moment when he said that. But he's also set to appear in a film. It's called The Odyssey. So he's going to be in a movie. So look out for that. I also want to touch base on rapper Lil B because Lil B isn't happy right now with the streaming platforms. He had recently been posting about his music getting dropped from all of the streaming platforms. So if you are a Lil B music fan and you're wondering where his music is, if you were listening to it on Apple Music or Spotify, then now you know. He said he put out a statement on his socials and he said he's working on getting it fixed. But a lot of people in the comments they were saying, "Hey, this is why we should be buying the music and not streaming it because when you stream the music, you're just basically renting the ability to listen to the music. We don't own it." And so that's actually a great reason right there to actually just buy the music from the artist. You know, most of these music artists they really don't charge that much for the music. It's definitely worth going on iTunes or your favorite music resource and just going ahead and buy their album. You know, and they also a lot of them have websites where you can buy it there too. And I mean, speaking of all of that, I actually want to just go into it here. We could talk about J. Cole. Let's talk about J. Cole EP. Blizzard. It's the birthday Blizzard EP. And I'm writing it here. We're actually going to check out his website while we're on here too, y'all. I like to check out websites during the show because, I mean, a lot of people don't really go to the websites. And I'd be like, why y'all ain't going to the websites? Y'all just like to stay on social media. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to check out his website. So I'm about to pull it up because this is something I like to do. And as some of you, actually a lot of y'all don't know, but I actually design websites too. So I like to check them out for that reason too. But let's put it on the screen because I'm looking at it, but you can't see it. So checking out J. Cole's The Fall Off website. So he recently dropped an EP. It was the night before his birthday. His birthday was the 28th and he dropped it on the 27th. It broke the internet. That's what everybody was saying. It broke the internet. But what they really meant to say was it broke the website because the website was glitching. It was major glitching when he dropped his EP. And so right now, he actually changed. This is not what we saw the day of the drop. The day of the drop, we had seen the EP itself. So, but he does have his Fall Off album coming on February 6th, which is the end of next week. You get the pre-order here. I believe it was $14.99. I'm going to click and see if it's still $14.99. I think, is that the number I remember? Oh no, it's not $14. I just saw $26. Did it go up? I don't know. Oh, you know what? It's the digital. The digital version was $14.99 before. Okay, so this is the EP here. All right. And it's called Birthday Blizzard 26. This EP is fire. I don't care if you mad at J. Cole. I don't care if you don't like J. Cole after he backed out of the rap battle beef, whatever you want to call it, with Kendrick and Drake. I feel like this is one of the top-notch drops so far in 2026. It really is because he took it back to the beginning. He went to DJ Clue. DJ Clue is on this EP, y'all. I was like, what? He got DJ Clue. Y'all, if you know anything about DJ Clue's mixtapes, then you know they were all fire. He always, at the beginning, he'd be like, DJ Clue, DJ Clue, DJ Clue. And, you know, I used to actually get kind of like, DJ Clue, what? DJ Clue, what? I used to get like that because they were so fire. They're so fire. His track list of this EP. Let's break it down a little bit. I'm not going to get into the specifics of the disses and all, you know. But anyway, Bronx Zoo Freestyle was one of them. Then he had Golden Goose, Winter Storm, 99 Build, Freestyle, Birthday Blizzard 26. Now, that last one, number 5, that one is one that you can listen to all the way through. All the way through, just like a mixtape. So it's all the tracks together, just flowing, flowing. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's like 11 something minutes long. I myself bought it. You can actually put your own price on it. He has a pay what you want feature. Let's go down a little bit. And then of course down here he's talking about his album again. And he has not released any of the tracks yet that are on the album. So I don't know if any of these Birthday Blizzard songs will be on his official album. He might be trying to see how well they do, because you can buy them individually or you could buy them all together. But you know, the way he did his pricing is so cool. I've seen a lot of artists do this already. Shout out to Legacy City out of San Antonio, originally from Georgia. He does this type of thing too. He's a Leo, does this. He uses a different website, I believe, but they have, they have ventured into the pay what you want model. And what that is, you basically you pay what you want. You literally pay what you want. So J. Cole, he set his minimum price to just $1. And so you could pay, you have to pay minimum $1, but you could pay anything over that to buy his music on this website, on his official website, thefalloff.com. So that's super. That's awesome. I love the model. I think more artists should definitely do this, especially the independent artists that are not signed yet, wanting some extra cash, and you have a steady following. I think it's really great to do this. And it's a win-win. Because guess what? Nobody's going to see your downloads but you. Like the numbers. So you don't have to be embarrassed about it not selling the way you want. It might just sell, 20 copies or less. But regardless, if you do that, it's your money to keep. You keep that in your pocket. Now, I'm not talking about for the mainstream. They might have different agreements for this. But if you're an independent artist, you keep all that money to yourself. Just put it in your pocket. Go to McDonald's. Go to the gas station. Get some gas. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bomb. That's the bomb. I'm not going to tell y'all how much I paid for it, but I paid more than $1. Just know that. It's tight. Get J. Cole's latest EP at thefalloff.com. Now, I do also want to talk about people that are upset with, let's say Jay-Z. I meant to say J. Cole. I apologize. I do also want to talk about J. Cole in general, because some people are still mad. I heard the Freestyle Fridays hosts, they're not necessarily mad, but I heard them saying some stuff that made me feel like they might be kind of, not really feeling J. Cole right now. So I want to break it down to y'all, because I kind of feel like I have a similar mindset as J. Cole. So when the whole beef between Kendrick and Drake was brewing, and he did the Might Delete Later, he did the song that he's like dissing, and then he backtracked and all this stuff. Let me take you into the mindset. And he actually took everybody into his mindset. He has explained all of this already, but people actually were not really listening. They weren't paying attention, because everybody likes to look at the blogs, like what the blogs are talking about and all this stuff. But when you actually look at it, he did exactly what a grown man does, or a grown man should do. You know what I'm saying? He's not on that little boy stuff. He's not on that. He's on his grown man era. That's what he's in right now. And so I feel like he handled it in that manner. He was like, he already knew what the potential consequences could be. He knows his caliber of spitting freestyle. He knows how high he is. He knows it. And so he was actually, everybody thought that he was backing out because he's like Oh, he can't do it. Da, 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 da. But you know what? He was actually sparing them. He was sparing them. Yeah, I said it. He was sparing them. And all of them are great lyricists. Don't get me wrong. All of them are great lyricists. But at the end of the day, I still think about when J. Cole, and what was that? That was for one of the All-Star weekends, he had his own special, and I think it was like almost an hour long or an hour long of nonstop J. Cole music. Not many artists can do that. Not many artists can just take up a whole all-star event. Or let me look up the event before, I don't want to say the wrong thing. J. Cole's. Yeah, I want to look it up because I want to say the right thing. Okay, it was a halftime show. It felt like an hour long. 2019 All-Star halftime show. It really did. To me, it felt like an hour long. It was definitely an extended version of that show. But that just reminded me of his greatness. He's a great artist. You can't take that from him. He is so like he's at that level. Like he is still in the top 3. You know why? Because he has already shown what he does, what he can do great. And you can't take that from him. Nobody could take it. There's very few artists that can back down from a battle, like a beef, and then come back right into it if they want. And on these tracks, you heard him dissing. He's dissing somebody. I'm not going to name no names, but y'all know who he dissing. You cannot take that from him. I don't care what you try to do. You cannot take it from him. So, and when I say you can't take it from him, you can't take that status. He is at the top already, right? So he voluntarily stepped down for a minute to observe. He was observing. He said, okay, I've observed enough. Now it's time to go back up there. That's what goats do. Goats can do that. Only a few are even goats to begin with. He can do that. So that's what he did. We're going to see how it pans out when his album dropped. Grandmastar Bass Monstar has a theory. He says he thinks that Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole will end up coming back together and doing a whole song together. Now, I think that could be possible, but the only thing about it is somebody's ego has to be like shrinked a little bit, because you got Kendrick with his ego, you got Drake with his ego, and then you got J. Cole willing to back down all the way on his ego. Like he's already done that. So if anybody does it though, I would say J. Cole is the one that should do it. But I don't know. We'll see how it pans out again. I thought it was just a fun topic to talk about and to look into. I do want to just briefly mention real quick T.I. Let's bring up T.I. I don't have his picture, but I do have. Yeah, we got that. We got that. So, T.I. He's back, y'all. I really thought he had retired. Like, I thought his last show was that Rock the Bells. I thought that was gonna be his like last whatever. But I think people kind of misunderstood it. I think what he meant was like I really don't know what he meant. I'm not gonna front. But he has a new song out called Let 'Em Know. It's nice. I like it. T.I., you did that. I like that song. Let 'Em Know. I think it's something that young and older hip hop enthusiasts can definitely vibe to. I ain't mad at you. I definitely ain't mad at you. This tab. I'm on these different tabs here. Okay. And my screen keeps doing that. That's fine. I got you, screen. I got you though. I got you. Okay, Little Tecca. Little Tecca was actually he was recently hospitalized because he was in some type of altercation and he had to shield his manager from some robbers. So our prayers go out to Lil Tecca. because that's crazy. First of all, that's real crazy. Y'all need to stop being crazy out there. Like, why y'all trying to rob people? But Lil Tucker, he was actually being a brave soldier. He was, he was brave, trying to shield his manager. Like that's what's up. Some artists would have moved to the side and waited for security to do it. But no, Little Tucker said, "Nah, I got this. I got you, manager. I'm finna shield you myself," and he did it. Shout out to Lil Tucker. I love Lil Tucker's music. Can't wait to hear some more. That's what's up. I was really feeling that. I do also want to speak on. We're also actually at the end of our topics here, but I do definitely want to talk about Juice World because people are trying to do Juice World wrong, and I'm getting my background together. That's why I'm like all over the place. Juice World. Okay, here we go. Juice World. Here we go. Juice World. R.E.P. Juice World. I love you so, Juice World music. Even though I didn't agree with, some of his sadness, I was like, man, I just felt so bad for him listening to some of that music. But I love me so Juice World. But yeah, Juice World, he has a posthumous album coming out. It's hard for me to say that song, sorry. But there were some songs leaked already. 25 songs. 25 songs. I think they were leaked. It was almost a week ago now. I think the date I saw was January 24th. But yeah, January 24th was when they were leaked. And I could tell it was just from the way it was done. I feel like it was definitely planned. This person definitely planned to do the leak. And they were you could tell they were specific about the 24 songs they leaked too. Because this is supposed to be a deluxe mega album of The Party Never Ends. So 24, that's like 2 albums right there. Some artists just be putting out albums that are just 12, 11, 10 songs. And 25, shoot, that's 2 whole albums. I'm like, where are they? No, I'm playing. No. But yeah, I mean, that's not cool that they leaked those the songs. It's really not cool. I don't know what the reason behind that was, but fans were going crazy. People are still scrambling to try to find the songs. I don't know if the original leak site has been taken down or not, but I did hear about people still leaking more music. Whoever's doing it, I heard that they were leaking some more tracks, and I heard that it had gotten up to like 30 tracks that were leaked. But the album is going to be coming out real soon, and it's called The Party Never Ends, and it's the deluxe version. So, that's crazy though. That's just real crazy to me. That's y'all crazy out there. But I do want to also touch base on why y'all been bothering Asian Doll. Asian Doll, shout out to her. She's just trying to make that bag. She's trying to make that bag. She is a rapper. Yeah, she's still a rapper. Don't take that away from her just because she also has a taxes business and a credit repair business. Those are booming businesses. Why not have that side hustle? You know what I mean? Like, she does her thing. You're supposed to make money in life to live and to be happy, right? So let her be happy making her money. That's all I gotta say about that. It really is. There's some other topics we actually want to talk about next week. I'm not going to go into them this week, but there is one more. And I was trying not to really talk on this one too much, but I'm gonna say something. It's gonna be brief in nature. Okay, I'll just say that it's gonna be brief in nature, but I am going to talk about it very briefly. I'm just gonna put her name up here, so you know who I'm talking about. And let's change the slide. Let's go right here. Okay. So recently, Nicki Minaj has gotten a lot of slack for some of her choices. Okay. And her choices have made a lot of people upset. I'm speaking just from facts of going on, okay? So basically, what happened, without saying too much, she basically was supporting a person that a lot of people didn't think or anticipate her on supporting. And come to find out, she ended up getting citizenship. She has her citizenship now. So that's the story. I'm not going to say anything about my personal opinion on this. I'm just let y'all know what happened this week. You can look it up and then you can let us know in the comments what you actually think on it. But I just wanted to bring it up because it was trending this week, and I really don't want to bring it up next week when Grandmastar Bass Monstar is back. So that's what happened with that. And briefly, I do want to talk about new releases that came out this week. I'm going to be looking at my notes here because we placed a lot of songs on HomeBase Radio. Check out HomeBase Radio on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon Music. Ooh, we're everywhere. Hold on. What's the other one? Audio Mac. I'm missing my okay. Audio Mac. And everywhere. So you gotta check out HomeBase Radio. We be doing our thing. Like we're real quiet with it, but we be doing our thing. I'm actually the main playlist curator with HomeBase Radio. We have a couple other playlist curators, but we curate the music. We got the playlist for you. You know what I'm saying? We played some tracks this week. But before I get to the ones we placed, I want to talk about the ones that came out. So back to new releases that came out this week and a couple weeks before. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I have like 20 on here, y'all. Okay, I just want to highlight the big ones. Let's highlight the big ones. Jamie Foxx. Oh yeah, let me put that on here. Jamie Foxx. Let me go here. Ooh, is that banner about to disappear? Sean from Straight Official Freestyles. Shout out to him. I know he was. God bless his soul. He was actually hosting the show last night on Freestyle Fridays, and he was actually sick. So I just want to shout him out because the show had some technical difficulties, and he did his thing. So I'm going to be putting those down here. Jamie Foxx dropped some. Oh no, he's actually about to drop somebody. I'm sorry. February 13th is a Valentine's Day song. He did put up a clip of it. He put up a clip. Oh, that clip is nice. It's a nice clip. It's a nice clip. He put that up. I want to shout out to BHM Beezy. BHM Peasy. He dropped. Actually, his song had dropped a while back, but we placed it this week on HomeBase Radio. Let's see, by BHM Peasy. And last week, man, I feel so bad. I said his name wrong last week on the show. But he dropped a song. Again, it's been a while back, but we just now placed it over on HomeBase Radio. Shout out to him. We placed a lot of his tracks. That's not the only one. We placed No Biggie, In My Thoughts, Body Bag, Referee. You can find those on various different playlists. They're on What's Poppin' Trap, Gen Z Rap, Rap Melodies. Yes, we placed a lot of tracks. Another big drop, Rod Wave dropped Feed the Streets. Check it out. That's, Rod Wave, everybody was waiting for him to drop. He said he has an album coming out. I'm really looking forward to the album to come out because he said he wants to sing different type of music. He doesn't just want to sing, sad sounding music. He wants a different sound. So I want to see if he actually is able to own that. But Feed the Streets is one. And then the baby had a big drop, and it's called Be More Grateful. I think we all need to be more grateful. I think a lot of us wake up and we like, man, we wake up complaining. I don't think we should do that. I think we should wake up and just be grateful. Be grateful that we're here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see another one. Oh yeah. Shout out to Fredo Bang. Fredo Bang. He dropped Young Ready. So these songs here that I'm mentioning, they are placed already on our new releases playlist. We got a new releases playlist called Fresh New Music. So make sure y'all check that playlist out on HomeBase Radio Spotify. Fresh New Music playlist on HomeBase Radio Spotify. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, it's been a pleasure. It definitely has. But you know what? I have another freestyle one to play. This is another one that I felt like, sometimes we get in a hurry, we have technical difficulties, and we don't really rep the artist the way we want to rep them. So I kind of feel like this is one of them that didn't get the proper recognition. You know what I'm saying? There was actually two, but the other one I'm just gonna name drop that one. But this one in particular, last night, we were not, unfortunately, due to some of the technical difficulties that the hosts were having, we didn't get a proper, what I felt was a proper reaction. So I'm gonna rep it. Let's check them out.
After.
I got power with a pen like the house reps. Chasing bills, so I ain't built me a house yet. Big shoes to fill, I see the way that you clown step. From the field where killer niggas get found at. A pound to get you smoke while you asleep on the couch bed. Ain't no slouch, so better watch what your mouth said. Embrace the energy sent to me from the clouds. Got me feeling high, I'm surfing over the crowd's head. Bar King put the crown on his mixed breed. I'm locked in out for blood like a pit's teeth. Never seen dope for man, made it through Shit's Creek. Only 5'10" with a heart like I'm 6'3". Every man for himself, how I'm feeling. No, they won't support me if they don't even support their children. Keep the ice, I've been chilling. You probably need to shine more. I write bars to feed the people I serve. Life for it, life force, heavy impact. Swinging my sword, beating off for killing MCs. Just a vice lord, they been sleeping on me so hard that they might snore. But I'm steady punching on these bitches like Cyborg. Fuck the label, they labeling me a menace. On these rappers' heads, so they say that I'm bad for business. Sick of being broke when approaching the time for Christmas.
Woo! That was Afta. He's out of Cali, Bakersfield, California. Now, oh my gosh, that was crazy. He like just the delivery. The delivery was like boom, boom. It made you want to punch a bag, punch a wall. Actually, I was like, man, this is so hard. I want to punch a pillow. Like I really did. I wanted to punch a pillow. I did. One line that stuck out to me from that freestyle was, he said, only 5'10" with a heart like I'm 6'3". That was interesting. Only 5'10" with a heart like I'm 6'3". Now that heart over the heart. Man, I haven't known taller people to have bigger hearts, or was he trying to say he's harder, like only 5'10"? I don't even know. But I thought that was a cool line. Because most rappers, they don't put like their height in a song or a freestyle. So I thought that was real cool. That was actually the first one I heard where they mentioned their height in there. Shout out to Afta. Check him out on all of his platforms and follow him on Instagram at official Afta. Is it official Afta? Let me double check. Sometimes I say stuff because I have all this stuff in my head. No. Yeah, it is official Afta. Check him out on official Afta. And then check out Afta on IG at official Afta. We're gonna put this one up here so y'all can see it. And then earlier we played Tutti on TikTok or IG at it's Tutti. She's not on her Instagram as much, but shout out to her for the follow. Saw the follow. We're following back. Yeah. But yeah, we were following her and she followed. That's what's up, Tutti. And shout out also to an artist I didn't play tonight, but was played on Freestyle Friday. Y'all gotta check out that show. That was a tight show. Let me put the banner up as I'm writing this too. With it just being me, it's real hard. You know, normally I can have a host right here and they talking back while I'm typing this stuff, but it's just me tonight. But check out. Her name is Oldskoolnu. Shout out to Oldskoolnu. She may be on one of our shows. I'm not quite sure which one she's going to go on. But she did let us know she might be on the show soon. So I hope she's going to be on because she's super cool. Check out Oldskoolnu on Instagram at Oldskoolnu. She has like some fire freestyles too. All of the artists have like so much heat. Like there's so many great artists. As that show goes to all of the different states, if you're not familiar with it, Freestyle Fridays is doing what's called a state takeover in season 3, which is this year, all of 2026. They're going to be covering freestyle, some of the top freestyles of the state each week. Okay, so each week is a different state or set of states. We had to group them up in some of the weeks because of, more, we have some breaks in there and stuff. So that's, I'm so happy. Like next week, it's going to be Colorado. So what we're doing, we're allowing artists to submit freestyles, but we're also looking for we're going out on the internet to find the best, the ones we think are the best in that state. So the caveat to that is, if we're not familiar with some of the artists in that state, then we're relying on keywords, key phrases, hashtags to find the artists. So that's why, to me, it's really important as an artist, when you're especially posting a freestyle, don't just say freestyle on the caption. Tag your city, your state, tag something to let us know your location, because you never know, a show like ours that's actually looking for artists from certain geographic locations, that really pays off. And there's tons of artists that I know we're missing, unfortunately, because they don't tag their things. They don't, some people don't even put any mention at all. So the algorithm, relying on the algorithm to give us the right ones, and then we're actually verifying that they're from that state. There's a lot of research involved in this whole show. It's a lot of work behind the scenes that y'all don't see. So like when the show comes on a little bit late or something like that, is because there's so much we're doing. But we're actually going to move the cutoff time for, fans can submit too. It doesn't have to be the artist. Anybody can submit. If you saw a freestyle from a certain artist in a state and it's that state's week, then let us know. Anybody can submit. It's not just the artist. This is like, we're trying to get the top ones that are on the internet. We know that there's tons of artists that don't tend to post their freestyles, and they're the hottest in their city or what have you. It's just that we're looking for the ones that actually have something out there and are representing. You know what I mean? So that's what that's about. It's a fun time, and I'm really excited that we're doing this. But yeah, make sure y'all check them out every week. They got the R&B Valentine show coming up, and that's going to be February 13th. So R&B artists, we're not excluding y'all. You can get played as well on that show. Season 1 episodes, we're doing a special Flashback Fridays segment at the end of those episodes of the shows now, to highlight some of the top freestyles we had for season 1, which was in 2024 through the first month of 2025. And so Man, we got some major heat there too. Shout out to all the artists that showed us love from day one. Got a lot of day one artists that have been definitely, Bama. He's an artist out of Jackson, Alabama. He's been showing mad love. You got Puto out of New York. You got there's so many. There's so many. You got Lady Sneak. You got Acids. He's been showing love, sending his updated music, and yeah, it's so many great artists. So shout out to all the artists. Triple Threat, Sacrifice. Like, there's a lot of I don't want to miss anybody, but we've been trying to keep up, but things get busy, can't always keep up like the way we want to. So y'all, make sure y'all keep up with us too. It's definitely a two-way street with that. My show is every Saturday. We went live at a different time this particular week, but regularly we go live 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. And you can always follow me at official KeyIce on my IG, TikTok, and Twitter. I really don't post on Twitter no more. I just be peeping. But I be on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm really about to stop posting on TikTok too. My TikTok is now private. So if you want to follow me over there, I have to verify you. Make sure you're good. Okay. But my Instagram is that one private? Ooh, I think no, that one's public. See, I'll switch them sometimes from public to private. It just depends on the day. What's going on that day. But generally on show days, I'll open them up. So if you want to follow me, go ahead and follow. But other days, it's going to be private. So yeah, thank y'all so much. It's been a pleasure. And I hope I haven't forgotten anything. But yeah, tune in to the Grammys. The Grammys are mañana, which is tomorrow, Sunday. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to check them out. I'm excited. Y'all have a great one. And let's make sure the outro video up. Yeah, the outro video is up. And